The great Jim Rohn once said, "Play like a child, imagine your life as a child would, and plan like an adult." So it's very important for us to connect to our inner child. And that is where all the magic happens. That is how we do the most transformative healing into our adult life. And we see a lot of quote-unquote issues that manifest in our adult life because they're from childhood. And in this video, I'm going to share with you how you can work through some of your inner child core wounds and how you can use them to transform now and raise your vibration. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris, and I help people to find their center. In this video, I'm going to share with you how to overcome some of your childhood wounds in order to raise your vibrational set point. And it's in sync with the Gemini full moon. Gemini is a childish in nature, and knows how to connect to their inner child, and they're very truthful Gemini. So it's a good time to work on this. It's a good time to work on releasing. It's a good time to work on letting go. And something I have to assist with that is the Ho'oponopono guided meditation. You could listen to that for free. Watch how it transforms your life for the next 21 days. I guarantee you it'll help you to connect to your inner child. So I've worked with a lot of kids and adults. I've had the privilege of working with foster kids with special needs. I've had the privilege of working with incarcerated first-time offenders in Pinellas County, Florida. I worked with teens especially and younger children, and I've done this kind of work for the last 15-20 years. So, and through my own inner healing and own inner child, I'm not some guru sitting on a mountain. I'm just a guide here on your journey. So I'm just here to share with you some wisdom on how you can use some of this information in a practical way, the spiritual information in a practical way that'll help you. So it's no secret that being born into a physical body can have some trauma, or it feels like that, because we're born into a system that emphasizes separation. We're born into the matrix. We're born into a system that emphasizes that we are somehow separate from nature, that we are not a part of it. Yet that's a lie. The truth is that we are inherently part of nature, and it is a part of us. And I was watching a documentary yesterday about the art of living, about Taoism, and it was talking about how government equals control. And we have systems in place that emphasize separation, but Taoism is all about connection. It's all about unity. It's all about 4 and 5D consciousness and us waking up to more of the truth that we are all inherently one being, and that we're all made of the same stuff as the planets, as the stars, as the trees, as the birds. We are all made of the same stuff. So anybody has the potential to be a sage. So it's the wisest teachers know this. The wisest teachers are, why do you think they're so joyful and laughing most of the time and having a good time? It's because they've remembered that their inner child is important. They remembered that their inner child likes to play and have fun. And having fun and joy is a higher vibration than seriousness, than, that more of that masculine energy of doing, more of that masculine energy of achieving, more of that masculine energy of materialism and earning money. And that stuff can help, but you need a balance of that. So we're moving into 4D, which is more of the feminine energy. It's more about being. It's more about being present to the moment and not thinking about the past and staying stuck there or worrying so much about the future. So how do you work on your inner child? First of all, most of us have core wounds about separation from experiences that happen in childhood. Like we got yelled at for something. We got yelled at. We went to show one of our parents, a drawing that we did. We were so proud. And then they told us, not now, or that's not good enough. And then we associated some sort of a unworthiness meaning to that, or that we're not enough somehow. So we have to start achieving more. And that plays out into adulthood. So first thing you want to do is you want to take a look at the people that are in your life. What messages or what kind of energies are being reflected back to you on a daily basis? It's nice to say, oh, that jerk that's yelling, in the car, that's having road rage, that's not me. But meanwhile, 2 seconds later, somebody cuts you off and you're in a pissed off state. So who are you around, and what are these relationships mirroring back to you of some things that you need to work on? And usually it's related to issues of worthiness, issues of fear or guilt or shame. It's usually related. Childhood issues are usually related to one of the lower 3 chakra and the negative emotions associated with the lower 3 chakras. So I know I'm going on a tangent here. Let me say that again. Look at the people around you. They mirror back your internal state in the present moment or on an ongoing basis. Then, if that emotion is negative, fear, that would be you need to work on your root chakra. If it's guilt, that's mainly being reflected back to you, then that means you need to work on your water chakra or your sacral chakra. If it's some issues of shame or self-worth, then that means you need to work on your solar plexus chakra, because each of those corresponds to that negative emotion, and you can bring it back into balance. And chakras, somebody commented on one of my videos that you need to do daily maintenance on your chakras. You need to upkeep it, like watering a garden is what the person said, and it was brilliant. She was awesome, and she's a chakra healer, and she said that you need to work on your chakras on a daily basis like tending to a garden. You got to keep it in alignment. You got to do grounding exercises. You got to do pleasure for the sacral chakra, and willpower and passion for the solar plexus chakra. So number 1 is take a look at your environment and see what's being reflected back to you in the form of these emotions that you could potentially work on. The second thing that you need to do to work on your inner child is what stories are playing over and over again in your mind, and it links back to those emotions. It links back to who you surround yourself with. Do you have people that believe in you? Are you surrounded by your soul tribe? Or are you one of the most woke people in your group, and you need to branch out more and find a new tribe so that you can raise in vibration? Because as Les Brown says, birds of a feather flock together, and if you hang out with losers, you'll end up a loser. So I don't mean that the people in your life are losers. What I mean by that is if you feel like you're alone on this journey, you feel like you're kind of doing it by yourself, reach out to the community. Reach out. I've got a Facebook group. If you want to join it, comment down below. For Rainbow Ohm Connection Center, it's for star seeds and light workers that are on this journey. You can connect to like-minded individuals. So that's another thing. Reach out for support. Find out who you're surrounding yourself with and start to make some new connections so you can, connect to your soul tribe. So look at what emotions are coming up for you on a daily and a regular basis and what's being reflected back to you. Number 2 is reach out and find out your soul tribe. Comment on videos like mine, or Aaron Dowdy's, or Aluna Ash, or Victor Odo, and those are just some people that come to my heart as I say this. So, and the other thing that you want to do is, do you have any activities or things that you've always wanted to do when you were a child, but you either couldn't afford it, or you didn't have the time to do it? What are some activities that are near and dear to your heart? For example, a couple of years ago, I went through a really nasty divorce, ended things. I was like, you know what? How can I give to myself? What is something I've always wanted to do, but I couldn't because of limiting beliefs or money or whatever? I started to take drum lessons. I was always into drums. It's something I've always wanted to do, so I took drum lessons for a couple of years. And that helped me to connect to my inner child of creativity, something I always wanted to do. And it was something I was passionate about. Loved playing drums since the age of 7 or 8. That was always my thing. So I took drum lessons, and that helps. So find something, if you can, creative that nurtures if you're not artistic, maybe you can work with plants. Or what is something that your inner child wants you to do that you're not doing? That's linked to your passion, but it doesn't have to be always monetarily related. It's more of the creative arts. You can do digital, design. You can paint. You can put yourself out there and find an online class, do martial arts, do something that you've always wanted to do, but you were too afraid to do. Do something new. Put yourself out there, and then you'll meet new soul tribe, and then you'll be able to deal with some of that emotional crap, like I said in the first one, that's coming up. So I challenge you to find an activity or make a list of a hobby, a new thing that you want to try, but you're too scared. There's plenty of things online and even free. I think the site is meetup.com, where you can, check local activities. There's stuff on Zoom. There's stuff that's inexpensive that you can do to, go to Michael's or go to the sports store, pick up a hacky sack, whatever nurtures your inner child is going to help you grow and raise your vibration. And it's not like Taoism says, you need to empty yourself and not have any goals. To me, that's a little, I like having goals, but law of attraction says if you pick a goal and then you detach from that and let source energy fill into the how, that's Taoism, and that's flow. That's way, and things will manifest. So you raise your vibrational set point, you connect to your inner child, you're naturally going to have more fun. Children manifest like this, and this before we condition them and put them through the matrix school system, and they're more free-flowing in energy, and they're just present to the moment, especially younger kids. They're awesome. They're naturally high-vibe beings, and they just want to play. So introduce more play in your life. And how can you do that? By asking yourself, what is it that you really, really want to do that doesn't involve money or doing or any of that stuff or caring for others? What do you want to do? That's what I'm here to ask you, is what do you want to do that sounds like fun? It could be going for a walk. It could be connected to your passion. Again, you're here to be a high vibe being. You're here to raise your vibrational set point. And by you raising your vibrational set point and letting go of the garbage that you've been hanging on to in the lower chakras, you naturally raise in vibration because you're already a high vibe being. Hope everyone has a wonderful day. Peace.